Let's talk a little bit about IPOs now, and one of the biggest ones to talk about will be JSW Cement. Now, they will be coming out with their IPO starting August 7th, and the reason why I'm highlighting JSW Cement out of the other three main board IPOs as well is largely because of the time of the of this particular IPO, because the cement space has just started to boom, prices are under control. And to talk more about the other ones as well, a total of 11 IPOs will open this week, including JSW Cement. And let's get Mahima again to talk more about this. Mahima, thanks so much for coming back. What are some of the other ones to keep in our radar this week?
Right. So last week also was an action-packed week for the entire primary markets, and we're seeing that continue this week as well. 11 IPOs, 3 in the main board space, and probably 7 more in the SME space that we are looking. 10 more in the SME space that we are looking at. In terms of the overall IPOs that we'll see in the main board space, we'll start with JSW Cement because that is a big one that we're talking about here. Let's try to pull the details about that up. There you go. IPO date on 7th August to 11th August, total issue of around 3,600 crores. The price band is yet to come out with regards to where JSW Cement stand, but just a brief about what the company does. As Puneet mentioned, a manufacturer of cement and green cement specifically in India. In terms of the way financials are concerned, 2025 was a tad bit painful in terms of the PAT numbers, because that did turn into a negative number of around 163 odd crores, but overall revenues have largely remained in that same range of around 6,000 odd crores, and EBITDA has also not seen much of a growth here. So that's with regards to where JSW stands. In terms of where the use of proceeds will be for this 3,600 crore IPO, it will be majorly for repayment of debt and also establishing a new integrated cement unit in Rajasthan of around 800 odd crores. So 800 odd crores in terms of the plant establishment and payment of debt of around 520 odd crores, and other will be general purposes. The next one is also an interesting one. There are two real estate related IPOs that we are going to see on the exchanges this time, and this is because the first one is Highway Infra, and this is opening on 5th of August and ending on 7th of August. The price band is set between 65 to 70. The lot size is 211 here. Total size is 130 crores. So comparatively a small IPO. It's basically engaged in tollway collection as well as EPC projects. In terms of where the financials stand for this company, let's try to pull that up because this is an interesting one. Margins have remained largely in the same range in the past 3 odd years. Revenue also not seen much of a growth from a 456 crore to around 500 odd crores in the past 3 odd years. And however, PAT has increased. So 13 crores to 22 odd crores is what they've seen in terms of the PAT number. Now basically, how the proceeds will be used for this particular IPO, largely again here in terms of the use of proceeds, it's repayment of debt in terms of the overall IPO, and the next one that we are focusing on is Knowledge, a real estate trust. So this is REITs. This is an interesting one because this will be the 4th REIT to get listed in India. The IPO date again here 5th August to 7th August. Price band between 95 to 100. Lot size is 150, and total size of this IPO is 4,800 odd crores. It's basically the largest office REIT in India, and gross asset value worth over 6 lakh million as of 31st of March 2025. And this is also globally the 2nd largest office REIT. So that's also an interesting one. In terms of the financials for this company, well, the overall revenue growth has been there in the past 3 odd years from a 3,100 odd crores to 4,100 odd crores. EBITDA has also seen a good growth. Margins, however, have remained in that band of 79 to 80 odd %, and PAT has seen not much of a growth here because to 219 odd crores to around 222 odd crores in the past 3 odd years. So PAT growth has largely remained flat when it comes to Knowledge REIT. In terms of IPO, where the proceeds will be used, again, repayment of debt is the main purpose as to why the IPO is being, why the funds are being raised. In terms of the overall SME space, let's try to see what names are panning out here. What names will come out with their IPOs this week? That includes Swalia Foods, Bhadora Industries, Parth Electricals, Jyoti Global Plast, as well as some other names that includes names like Aradhya Disposal Industries, BLT Logistics, SX Marine, as well as A&B Metal Cast. Now, even in terms of listing, it's going to be a great week because a lot of IPOs opened last week, which will be listing this week. That includes big names like NSDL, something that every investor is watching out for, whosoever has applied for the IPO. Then there are names like Sri Lotus, MNB Engineering, as well as Lakshmi India Finance and Aditya Infotech that will be in focus in terms of listing as well, Puneet. So this is the kind of action that we're going to see in primary markets this week.
Well, thanks so much for that, Mahima, getting us perspective on a whole host of listings as well as IPOs that we have in this particular week.